Hey, it's Fayd. This is a really fast Deadeye quick Quillshot tutorial. I have to go to class in a few minutes. But luckily this is the easiest fight in tier 4. So an emerald. Yeah, a lot of people think it's the hardest because it does so much damage, blah blah blah. It's not. It's super easy. I will show you why and how to kill it. And this is what you should be farming when you first get to tier 4. This is like your progression. Ignore all the people that say go kill Joust, get lightning armor, and then go fight Daezaga and Stormclaw. That's ridiculous, and I don't know why people say that. Fight Deadeye, he has better armor, it doesn't have elemental weaknesses, you can fight Shroud in this armor, you'll be fine. It's good. Best thing you can do in tier 4 is kill Deadeye, farm his armor, get a pike, max the pike. You can kill anything at that point. Not saying pike's the best weapon, but it's the easiest to farm because it doesn't take any specific break parts. Just Arcanite at the moment. That might change once they actually bring pikes out. Anyway, literally any weapon is fine in here. I mean, I'm using chain blades. I love chain blades, but they suck. And they're great in Deadeye. That says something. So he's got 2 ranged attacks. One where he puts his butt to the ground like that. And it's a circular attack, just in a radius around him. And the other one, the spikes will chase you. Which is this one, where his butt doesn't go all the way to the ground. When he's not enraged, that's really easy to dodge. You just back out of it, basically. When he is enraged, it's also easy to dodge, but you have to do it differently. When you're first fighting Deadeye Quillshot, just go for his tail and his 2 back legs. That's all you need to break. He is extremely easy to dodge when that's all you're going for. Almost none of his normal abilities will ever hit you. His spikes are super easy to avoid. When you're back here, you just dodge just before they hit the ground and then, go sideways or something. When he falls over like that, if you're at a different elevation than him, as you see there, if you were a bit lower, they wouldn't hit you. If you're a bit higher, it won't hit you. Or you can just go towards his head or his tail. They shoot out from his tail much more than his head, so if you have an option, run towards his head when he shoots those spikes out. As you can see, though, he's insanely easy to... nothing he does, he hasn't even come close to hitting me yet. And that will change because I'm going to lose concentration, I'm talking and stuff, but... You can do this fight in training armor if you're really paying attention. You won't ever get hurt. As soon as you see he's gonna do something, just dodge. Right there, I didn't because I wasn't sure it was gonna hurt me. I wasn't sometimes it won't, sometimes it will, and I don't really care if I'm taking that risk or not. Again, go towards his head. I went towards his tail there and I was only that far away, I would have taken damage. There's 2 ways to deal with those spikes once he's enraged. The first one is guaranteed to avoid you damage. The other one is not, but it's fancier and looks cooler, like you're not such a pussy. I would suggest using the pussy option to begin with, and this is the pussy option. Put your weapon away and run around. That's literally just look at where they're going to land and don't be there. There's a predictive algorithm that determines where those spikes land, and I'll prove that in just a moment. See if I can get him to shoot them again. Careful, sometimes he can bleed you. Come on, shoot at me. Please, I know you love doing that when you're enraged. There we go. Alright, so, watch this. I dodge, they shoot all the way out there. That's because if I kept going at that speed, that's where I would have been. But since I was only moving fast for a short period of time, they went to Africa, and I wasn't in Africa. Next time he enrages, which will be pretty soon actually, I'll show the cooler looking way of avoiding all the spikes. That is slightly less reliable, but people are going to be like, oh my god, how's he doing that? And, well, at least if they pay attention and they've had trouble dodging spikes before. Nope, get iframed by chain blades. That one right there will bleed you, I believe, unless I'm just severely mistaken. If you're trying to farm his head, you need to break the, I hate this, but they call them tusks. They're not. They're horns, I'm sorry. They come out of his head, not his mouth. They're horns. He does have tusks, but the ones that you break are the horns on the side of his head, and they drop, and they are tusks. It's gonna... so annoying. Anyways, just break the right one, break the left one. Those are the head drops. Oh, lucky me, I was below him. No. But yeah, you can just really keep your distance in this fight. And you're fine. He gives you so many damage windows. I don't even... Oh. Okay. So the cool looking way. Not that. There we go. So you do zigzags like this. And because he predicts where you're going every time, they overshoot by like a foot. All right, it's barely anything, but they do. As you saw there, like when you actually do it properly, like I did the second time, you don't take damage. It's very, very lucky. If you really if you do that every time when you're fighting him, but sometimes it works better if you're kind of circling him as you go, like that, and you're good. Again, that's not the recommended method of dodging his spikes. Just put your weapon away, look at the sky, see where they're going, and don't get hit, right? But if you just want to look cool, zigzag around. You go around him while going like closer and further, like, you know, as I was doing. You just got to turn your mouse side to side too, and use your like W in one side direction to do this. So like W and A are what I'm pressing. But you can also do it with W and D, like that. But yeah, that's really all there is to this fight. I'm not going to finish it. Like I said, goddamn chain plates. Like I said, I have to go to class. I hope this was helpful. I'll make another video on progression if people really want me to, going all the way from... I'm just going to stop here. Cut.